I'm Mike Doherty, and you're watching the Doherty Report on Chiptooth Gaming. What's up, players? I'm back, and I know it's been a couple weeks since I've done a video. Last week, Easter got crazy, got caught up. Me and KB couldn't do our usual podcast. Doherty Report, I was sick at one point. I had a sore throat. And at another point, I shot the Doherty Report and the footage came out bad. So it's been a bad 2 weeks for Chiptooth Gaming, but I have some exciting things coming that are in the works right now. You should expect to see it by the beginning of May, middle of May. I'm going to unveil all this onto the world on what I've been working on. And projects like How It Should Be are going to be coming back. Now, I know I've only done 2 episodes of How It Should Be, and I'm so sorry for that. I wanted to do way more than what I have right now on my channel, and I promise you I'm going to make it a bi-weekly show from now on, and it will come back, and I hope that I could be able to bring the hotness. So that's just some things to look forward to beginning middle May. Have some awesome announcements I can't wait to share with you. But of course, this is the Doherty Report, and you came here for some news. Our first piece of news is Microsoft. Microsoft has officially announced that they're going to be doing a buyback program for games digitally. This is another huge pro-consumer move from Microsoft. The digital buyback program, basically, for those of you who don't know, Microsoft. Steam's been doing this for a while. Microsoft is now, if I buy a game online, so if let's say I buy Gears of War 3, I don't like Gears of War 3, I could then go back and sell it back and get my money back to Microsoft online digitally. Now, the buyback rules are much like Steam's, almost a carbon copy of what Steam's policies are. Let me lay out a little scenario for you. So your boy, Mike Doe, goes on to the Xbox store, goes, I want to try out, see what this Gears of War is all about. Let's check out this Gears. I want to see what this Gears is all about. So I go download the game. I then have 14 days to play the game to be able to return it. So in that 14-day time period, I can check out the game and see if I like it and return it. After 14 days, no longer, they won't return it. Now, on top of that, I can only play 2 hours into the game. So anything, if I play above 2 hours, I can't return it. Within the first hour or two, you have to decide if you like it or not. And that's how it works. This is a carbon copy of what Steam's doing. In my opinion, this is huge for Microsoft. This is just another pro-consumer move they've been doing. They did it back with the backwards compatibility. They did it with the custom controller. They have been doing pro-consumer move after pro-consumer move. It's only looking better for the gamers on the Microsoft platform. Sony is actually behind in pro-consumer moves because, again, they're ahead. They don't have to do anything. Microsoft's out here making all these moves, beat-botting, scotting all over the place.
Beat-bopping and scotting all over me.
To make sure that they're getting an edge on Sony. They're working their butt off while Sony's cruising in first place. Much like what we saw last generation with Sony catching up to Xbox. Star Wars Battlefront 2 has been announced at Star Wars Celebration last weekend. Not this weekend, last weekend. And the game looks phenomenal. It's exactly what I've been wanting in a Star Wars game. I love the first 2 Star Wars Battlefronts. I was a big fan. I had a PS2. I had a PS2 up until the last generation. For the longest time, all my friends had Xbox 360s and PS3s. Actually, no one had PS3, I'm lying. No, none of my friends had PS3, they all had 360s. But the point is, they all had the next generation system, and I had my PS2, and I held that sucker down with all the crappy crash games besides Twinsanity, shout out to Twinsanity, and Star Wars Battlefront. That's all I played on that system. That was a tangent though. Star Wars Battlefront 2, the second to Star Wars Battlefront 2, the second Star Wars Battlefront 2, Star Wars Battlefront 2, the second to Star Wars Battlefront. Star Wars Battlefront 2 has a November 17th release date. This is so exciting. This year, guys. This is happening this year. This time, the difference is it actually has a story. Mitch Dyer, former IGN employee, and the writer of Spec Ops Line are co-writing this game together. Spec Ops Line, phenomenal game. One of the most brilliant military stories in games to date. And what's interesting about Star Wars Battlefront 2 is 3 different developers working on this title. So you have Dyson working on the multiplayer, you have a single player developer working on the single player, and then for the flight battles, the space battles and the sky battles, all done by a different developer. So 3 different developers collaborating on 3 different aspects of this game. So look forward to that. The trailer's been playing this whole time. Go ahead, link is down below if you want to watch the Star Wars Battlefront 2 trailer. It looks amazing, and I can't wait. I will be buying this on day one for sure. It looks like our friend Pac-Man is making a return. April 18th, Bandai Namco has trademarked a name called Pac-Man Maker. Now, at this point, they have no comment. They do not comment on rumors and speculation, but it sounds like much like Nintendo's Mario Maker, but for Pac-Man. This is a brilliant idea. Now, we don't know if it's going to be a mobile game. We don't know if it's going to be a console game, but I'm excited if it's a console game, because mobile games, so get that crap out of here. But if it's a console game, the Mario Maker idea was so unique. Originally from Little Big Planet, Play, Create, Share, Mario Maker basically did Little Big Planet, but made it successful because it's Mario, and Mario's much more a successful IP than Little Big Planet. And basically, Pac-Man's going to be taking this idea, hopefully, again, this is all speculation, and where you can play, create, and share your Pac-Man levels. And this sounds awesome. I really hope this is a thing. This is just a fun thing I wanted to add in here. And into some Nintendo news, another tone-deaf move by Nintendo. Who would have thought it? I couldn't even imagine that Nintendo would make such a tone-deaf move. They announced the NES Classic system, you know, the little tiny guy that they've been selling with 50 games in it. Classic NES games that you just plug in and play to your TV. Yes, they said, see ya. You will not be able to buy the system anymore. They have announced that they are discontinuing it. Quote, throughout April, Nintendo of America territories will receive the last shipments of Nintendo Entertainment System NES Classic Edition systems for this year. Nintendo said in the statement, quote, we encourage anyone interested in obtaining the system to check out our retail outlets regarding availability. We understand this has been difficult for many consumers to find, and we apologize for any inconveniences. We have paid close attention to consumer feedback, and we are greatly appreciating the incredible level of consumer interest and support for this product. End quote. Wonderful, Nintendo. They just hate money. They just want to burn money. Again, that's a prerogative. I'm not too upset about it. I didn't want it, nor am I trying to get one. If you want to get one, try to go and find one right now, because you're not going to be able to find it because they're just continuing it. And piggybacking off this story, it looks like Nintendo is actually making the SNES Classic. So similar to the NES Classic, like I just said, the SNES Classic is basically Nintendo's follow-up system. They're going to make another little one of that and pack it with games that you just plug in and play all in one system. Now, this is just a rumor at this point, but it looks like it explains away the last story I just explained on why Nintendo is discontinuing the product. It looks like they just want to crank these things out as fast as possible, for as little money as possible, and just sell them. And then discontinue them really shortly after. Keep your eyes peeled for the SNES Classic. And what do you think? Do you think Nintendo should do it? Do you want to see other console manufacturers do it? Like Xbox and PlayStation? Do you want to see a little PlayStation Classic? Let me know in the comments down below. I want to have a discussion with you. And the big news from this weekend. Call of Duty World War II. Yes, it looks like the franchise is going back to its roots in the World War II era. The title has confirmed to be made by Sledgehammer Games. They gave us our first look at the art, and they announced a reveal stream. They're making a big deal about this. They're going to do a whole reveal this Wednesday. Go check it out. It's going to be Wednesday, April 26th at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 1 p.m. Eastern Time, and 6 p.m. BST. I don't know what that is. Is that Central Time? That's not Central Time. I don't even know what that is. So if you're into Call of Duty, if you're into those bro shooters, bro, go check that out. This is 2 days from now. This is coming out on Wednesday, so you got 2 days for the stream, and it's going to reveal all the juicy details on the next Call of Duty. A little weird that they're doing this so close to E3. I mean, it's not super close to E3, but it's only 2 months away. So keep it locked here to Chiptooth Gaming to find out more when the details are revealed. And our last piece of news of the day comes from the Sony side. That's right, the PlayStation 4 Slim is now getting a 1 terabyte hard drive in the North America territories. Basically, Sony said it's coming out this month. They said for sure this month it will start rolling out, and this is April, so anytime this week. Maybe it's already out. I'm not really sure. I haven't really looked. But this is, of course, replacing the 500 gigabyte PS4 Slim. Now, it's going to be the same price as the 500 gigabyte is now, $300. So if you want to pick up a PS4, now's the time. They are cheaper and have more storage than ever. And if you don't want the more storage, you don't really care about that, and you want to pick up the 500 gigabytes ones, yeah, I'm sure you can get them for cheaper. It's probably like $250 out there. So happy hunting, my friends. And now for some shameless plugs. The Thor Ragnarok trailer is upon us, my friends, and it looks amazing. It looks like a Thor, Hulk, just buddy cop movie. It's so exciting. Go check it out. It's playing right now in the description below. Everything I talk about in the description below for you to go check out all the trailers and whatnot and all the videos I'm about to talk about. It's just a really awesome trailer. You're watching it and it just looks like another Thor movie, and then all of a sudden you hear the the Immigrant Song by Led Zeppelin, and then it just goes in, and you're just like, and you're just a bunch of excited boys looking forward to this trailer. We are at CTG. This trailer rocks, and it's hard as nails. I cannot wait to see more from this movie. I'm excited. For once, I'm excited for a Thor movie. Oh, that's not even... It's actually the wrong song. Whoops. And followed by the Thor Ragnarok trailer, we got the Star Wars The Last Jedi trailer. And oh my goodness, guys, it's just a great time to be alive in 2017. You get awesome game after awesome game, the Nintendo Switch releases, and then you get awesome movie after awesome movie after awesome movie. Think about it. We have Guardians of the Galaxy coming out. Then we have the Thor movie coming out. We have the Spider-Man movie coming out. And then we have Star Wars The Last Jedi coming out. This trailer looks, it gives me chills. I almost started tearing up during it. These trailers just really grab me. There's just something about them that just, all the feels, all the childhood memories, just, it's amazing. Go check it out. It's been playing, again, link down below. And off of movies and on to games, the Crash Bandicoot Insane trilogy, not really a piece of news, but something really awesome. New gameplay footage is out. It's one of the developers playing the game and walking you through one of the levels. The game just looks so good. He just walks through it, plays the water level, walks you through the water physics, what they've been working on, plays the whole level all the way through, and talks you through it. On top of that, we also got a little trailer for Dr. Neo Cortex in this. It shows our first glimpse at the Crash Bandicoot 2 Warp Room. Something super nerdy for people like me, but go check it out. Actually, here, I'm going to play it right now. That's how short it is.
This time, I shall reign triumphant. Bring me crystals. Darn you, Crash Bandicoot.
It looks amazing, and I can't wait. And lastly, Neil Druckmann of Naughty Dog. He's the creative director at Naughty Dog. He did The Last of Us. He did Uncharted 4. He worked on Uncharted 2. Sat down with Hermen Hulst of Guerrilla Games, who recently released Horizon Zero Dawn. Now, these are two titans in the game industry. And not only two titans in the game industry, but the two head honchos basically at Sony-owned studios. They sat down, and Neil Druckmann basically interviewed him on the process of making Horizon Zero Dawn. And it's so insightful. You can check this over at the PlayStation blog. It's also the link down below to the whole video. The interview is fascinating. It's about 30 minutes long. It's like a little podcast, but it's so good. It just really gives you insight into how they think. And actually, Hermen Hulst actually said Horizon Zero Dawn was originally going to have machine guns, like be a shooter like Killzone. So just, you get fascinating little tidbits like that. If you're into game development at all, or are into how games are made, go check out this interview. It's dynamite. God, I love both those, man. That wraps up for shameless plugs, and we have no questions this week. No one's asked questions, so if you got a question for Doherty Report, if you got a question for your boy, Mike Doe, go ahead and leave comments down below in the comments. Go ahead and shoot me a tweet over at Twitter, Cheeks_Jr., or Chiptooth Gaming at CTGVids. We have a Facebook page. You can ask questions there, and an email, chiptoothgaming@gmail.com. You can ask anonymously. You can just ask anything. It doesn't have to be games related. I just like talking to you. So go ahead and ask away, and I'll answer them right here on the Doherty Report. That wraps it up for me today, guys. Go ahead and like this video down below if you liked the video. And if you didn't, go ahead and like the video. Or thanks for the view. I don't know. Either one. Subscribe down below. And share it. Go ahead and share it with your friends so we can grow and get bigger and get better. If you want to see our last Doherty Report, click right here. And if you want to see my chip tooth challenge down here, calling Tim Geddes out for being a coward.